In LGBTQ plus flash news, Tucker Carlson reveals his true colors, and boy oh boy, what a gross palette it is. In 2020, lawyers for Fox News argued in court that viewers of Tucker Carlson, the network's top-rated host, should understand that what he says isn't necessarily true. It was a strange and successful legal defense. Carlson was being accused of slander, but the judge determined the general tenor of the show, quote, should then inform a viewer that Carlson is not stating actual facts about topics he discusses and is instead engaging in exaggeration and non-literal commentary. Given Mr. Carlson's reputation, any reasonable viewer arrives with an appropriate amount of skepticism about the statement he makes, end quote. It was a roundabout way of saying he lies. But Carlson took to the express train to the same stop when he said in a recent interview this week, "I lie." Carlson was speaking to conservative Dave Rubin, who asked him how people like Chris Cuomo and Brian Stelter, quote, live with themselves when they just lie again and again, and we have the internet to expose the lies, end quote. Carlson replied with, quote, I mean, I lie if I'm really cornered or something. I lie. I really try not to. I try never to lie on TV. I'm doing Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just don't. I don't like lying. I certainly do it, out of weakness or whatever, end quote. Watch this.
What do you think the answer to that question is? How do they, when you have to cover some idiotic thing that Stelter said or Cuomo, just these clown people, when you have to cover it, right? Or Don Lemon, as you call him, how do you think they live with themselves at this point when they just lie again and again, and we have the internet to expose the lies? If this isn't 20 years ago when you were on CNN, and we couldn't expose things, we can expose it now, and they still do it.
Well, I guess I would ask myself, I lie. If I'm really cornered or something, I lie. I really try not to. I try never to lie on TV. I just don't, I don't like lying. I certainly do it, out of weakness or whatever. But to systematically lie like that without asking yourself, why am I doing this? So if these people ask themselves, why am I doing this? You say, well, because I want to protect the system, because I really believe in the system.
Oh, Papa, we been know you're a liar in the LGBTQ community. Mentiroso.
Hi, Mama. You're definitely a liar. You're trying to expose other people, but hopefully the reasonable Republicans will watch this and stop watching you.
My simple thing is you need to be fired. That's it. Off TV.
There should be a disclaimer at the bottom of his shows. Lies being spewed on a daily.
Tucker Carlson, I watch religiously. He's one of my best friends. And Tucker, on an almost nightly basis, distorts about trans, talks about that weather and greenhouse is not science, talks about election fraud and how elections are manipulated to whatever conclusion Tucker says is appropriate, and finally talks about Fox News. Every one of those things are lies. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the head. Your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ